Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Richmond Guides Travel Talks. My name is Jonathan. I'm your travel guru here, and in today's episode, we're going to do a quick review on the Valiant Lady. Now, over the past year, I've had the opportunity to try a ton of new ships, one of them being Voyages Valiant Lady. I've had the opportunity to go on it twice. On a 5-night Dominican Days cruise that went out of Miami to Puerto Plata and Bimini, and then a 4-night Fire and Sunset Soiree cruise that went to Key West and Bimini as well. Now, on my first trip on the Valiant Lady, we were not having the best weather when we got to Bimini, so I did not get off the ship then, but I did enjoy the ship amenities on that day because of the weather. And I just wanted to talk about everything that went on with the Valiant Lady. Just a quick review. I'm just going to hit quick points on this, one of them being cleanliness. By far, Valiant Lady has been one of the cleanest ships I have been on, apart from some other newer ships as well. And you can just tell because, the ship came out in 2022, and not a lot of people have been on the ship because it's only been in service for a couple of years. But I do have to give credit to where credit is due for the crew. They have been taking care of the ship. They have been maintaining it constantly. The technology on the ship is just phenomenal. It looks beautiful. It runs beautifully. They use LNG to power the ship now. And with the connection to the app, it actually makes the use of the ship a lot easier, including with food. Now, when you try to do room service on other ships, you got to go and call somebody. On Virgin Voyages, you just go through the app and you get it delivered to you anywhere on the ship. So I had the opportunity to try this one last time, and the food quality just amazing. It just as good as it is in the restaurants, just as good as it is up in the galley. They did an amazing job with the food here. We're going to do a whole review of each of the restaurants on another podcast once I have a little bit more time. But if I were to rank the food on this ship out of 10, I'd give it probably about a 9 on food quality overall. They really make everything fresh, right to order, and it's phenomenal. The entertainment is also amazing as well. Two of the main entertainment locations that I enjoyed were the Red Room and the Manor. Now, in the Red Room, I saw 3 different shows there. One of them was Around the World with the Diva. Now, this was only on the 5-night Dominican Days. They didn't offer this on the 4-night, which I found interesting that they just don't offer the same shows all the time, which kind of gives you a little bit of variety. But I was hoping to see this show again because it was a hoot. It was funny. It was a fun show to see. Now, Dual Reality, I was glad to see was on there again. And Dual Reality is how do I put this? It's a retelling of the Romeo and Juliet storyline, but with dancing and physical acting, and they had a bunch of different maneuvers in there. It was phenomenal. One show that I was not totally impressed with was the Untitled Dance Show. This is more of like a full-on party aspect in the Red Room, where they took all the seats and they just shoved them to the walls. I went in, I was there for a few minutes, and then I walked out because I'm not a huge party person. Now, granted, I heard a lot of people enjoyed it. It's just not for me. If you enjoy parties, definitely go to this. And it's literally called the Untitled Dance Show. So, in the Manor, it's a ship show was my favorite thing that was in there. It's a varieties act show. So for those of you that know of the 50s and 60s, all the variety acts on TV and stuff like that, that's what this was. It was a dinner and a show where I actually got called up for one of them. And I got to be a part of it, in which I technically lost the competition, per se. But, it was fun. We got to see other people do acts. Like one person had their hair tied up, and they they were swinging around on through their hair. Another person was juggling. Another person was had a giant Chinese umbrella that they were tossing with their feet and all that. It was pretty cool, the different acts they had, and it was very fun. There were other shows and other nightclub activities that do happen in here. Like they have a circus event that happens on usually the last night, that does the last night party. And they also have late night partying in here right next to the casino for everybody to enter into. But I do have to say, by far, my favorite thing about Virgin Voyages is just the quality of the crew as well. Overall, the crew is just amazing. They were there. They were dedicated. They weren't out there to get great ratings because they knew what they were doing. They were there to service you wherever you needed it. My stateroom attendants were amazing. So how they run it is you have your main stateroom attendant and then you have an assistant that helps them out. Now, they only service your room once a day, but then you have the different servers at each of the restaurants, all the bartenders, you got the casino staff, you've got the entertainment crew, part of the happenings cast, that are constantly out and about getting to know people and just being out there for the entertainment. And if you just want to be left alone, they'll leave you alone. Like I said it once before and I'll say it again. Virgin Voyages is a cruise line that you can go and make it the way you want it to be. If you want to have just a relaxing cruise, you can have it. You just have to find an area that works for you. If you want to be a party person, they've got all the partying you can think of. And it's just, the crew makes it that next level. But if I were to give the Valiant Lady, its crew, the food quality, the entertainment, on a scale from 1 to 10, I would give this ship a full-on ranking of around a 9 on my scale. And I will put this in overall ranking as well, with Disney Cruise Line matched up with Royal Caribbean and Virgin Voyages. And I'll also have Carnival in there because I have recently been on Carnival. But I will be adjusting this overall on multiple blog posts and other episodes. This episode is just going to be a quick one. I'm unfortunately feeling a little under the weather, so it is going to be a quick episode. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for listening. If you haven't done so yet, find us on Facebook, Instagram, on X, on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on richmondguides.com. I'm going to be having blog posts there every week. And make sure you give us a review. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And with it being Sunday, I hope you guys have a great week if you are going back to work tomorrow, especially for those in school. And I will see you guys in the next adventure. Bye-bye, everybody.